Hello everyone, welcome to Love and Light Tarot. Today I am doing a live reading to basically find out messages for the collective. This is not going to be a live reading for taking any questions from the audience. I will be posting this reading on my page, of course, after the live ends, so you can check it in the playlist. It will be in the live section as well as the um, timeless readings. So, this is going to be a reading to find out what you need to leave behind in 2025. So, as we are getting ready to wrap up this year, there are a few things, maybe a few habits, a few people, toxic situations, or some kind of a mindset which is holding you back, which you need to let go of. Okay, so let's see what that is. Yesterday, I did a live reading where I answered your questions. Today's reading, however, is going to be strictly for the collective. So take the messages that resonate with you and leave what does not. All right. Spirit, show me what we as a collective need to leave behind in 2025. What are the things that we need to leave behind in 2025? Just when I say we need to leave behind something, we have the Eight of Cups. This is clearly a card of letting go, leaving, abandonment, or abandonment in the sense that you need to abandon whatever is not in your highest good. Okay, so by abandonment, I mean it's actually a positive thing in this particular context. What you need to let go is your habit of taking things too cautiously, too practically, too logically. Some of you take a very long time to take action, and by that time some opportunity or the perfect time is lost. Okay, so spirit is saying that walk away from this habit. Walk away from this habit of always taking your own sweet time, always trying to figure out a middle path, not taking any kind of an extreme decision. Sometimes extreme decisions are required, and they are required at the right time. So in case of a relationship issue, in case of a job or a business opportunity or anything that needs action at that particular point of time, if you just keep thinking about it, going back and forth, if you keep postponing taking that decision, that opportunity is lost. And then you wonder why you cannot fulfill your goals and dreams, because sometimes you have this habit of not doing the right thing at the right time. Okay, so that is one thing that spirit is saying you need to leave behind, that habit of yours. Let's take another message. These are all going to be general messages, and some may resonate with you and some may not. So just leave what does not apply in your situation. Wow, some of you have been traveling extensively or just moving a lot this year, constantly on the move. I saw somebody, uh, I have visions. I'm a clairvoyant and a clairaudient, so sometimes I hear things, sometimes I see visions. So I just had a vision of somebody, picking up their luggage and rushing towards some destination, and it's been happening all the time. So this could be for work, this could be some kind of deadlines that you're trying to meet, and some of you are actually putting in so many hours at the workplace. And it's a good thing to be hardworking, it's a good thing to be very very um, sincere with your work, but it's getting to a point where now I think in the coming year you're going to require some kind of a healing or rest or recovery, because this is going to be like a physical or emotional, mental burnout that you're going to face. Now, I'm not trying to scare you, but if you already have these signs and symptoms where you're constantly feeling that fatigue, you're constantly feeling tired or irritable and lethargic, or you feel like you're just drained out, no matter how much you try to catch up on your sleep and your rest, you just never feel like you're well rested. It's because some of you have had an extremely hectic year, and it is time to slow down. It is time to now reflect on the priorities. Some of you, your priority may have been finances, career in this year, which is a great thing, but in that process, some of you have actually ruined your health. This could be physical health, emotional health, this could be the overall health of your relationships. So if you feel that your relationships are becoming extremely unhealthy because you're not able to give your partner or your children or your family and friends or even yourself enough time, that is something that you need to change. You need to let go of that habit of being a workaholic and just constantly being on the move. Okay, try and make some balance and some time for your family and yourself. Let's take the next message. We have the Five of Cups, Chariot, and the Three of Wands. Now, the Five of Cups is telling me that you have been focusing a lot on your losses. Okay, these could be losses in your career, your finances, personal losses. Sometimes, yes, we need to process the grief and we need to really sit with it and not try to suppress it. But there is a limit for everything, and everything done in moderation is healthy. But when you start doing too much of it, it can start interfering with your progress. It holds you back. So whether you're grieving the loss of a loved one, or whether you're grieving the loss of a job or some opportunities or money or anything in your life, this could be a relationship, it is now time to take control of your situation, of your life. It is now time to focus on what next. Because with the Three of Wands and the Chariot, Spirit is saying that when you move into the next year, what you need to leave behind is the pain, the sadness, the grief, or if you are holding on to any kind of grudges, if you are still angry and upset about something that happened, you need to now release that, let it go. Take the lessons that you have learned from it. Okay, carry those lessons with you in the future, but leave behind the bitterness, the bad memories, the trauma and the grief and sadness and anger that you are still holding on to. Some of you, I think, are focusing too much on the loss instead of focusing on what should I do next. Okay, so that is something that you need to leave behind now. Whatever has happened, and you need to now let it go in the past and just leave it behind in 2025 and not carry it forward into the next year. Start planning for the future. Start thinking about what next. What do I do? How do I move on from here? And what should be my next goal? Whether it is personal, whether it's professional. The next message. This one flew out. We have the Six of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and Ten of Coins. You or somebody that you're dealing with could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You need to now think of a few people or a few situations or relationships in your life as nostalgia. Okay, the more you try to juggle the past and the present or the future, the more difficult it's going to be for you to fulfill your dreams, your goals, because somewhere you're still juggling with the past. It is okay to sit for a few minutes and think about the past, the situations, the people, the relationships, but then you need to leave it at that. Okay? If you constantly keep those memories, if you constantly keep those things in your mind and you keep juggling back and forth from the past into the present or the future, it's going to be like, you have one foot in the past and one foot in the future, which is not going to work. You need to now take a step forward and walk towards what is coming next. You have a lot of goals, you have ambitions, and if you need to fulfill all of them, you need to leave the past in the past. It's pretty much the same message that I'm getting here. Now, for some people, I think you have been hoping, you have been wishing, manifesting a reconciliation with somebody who is probably no longer in touch with you. This could be an ex, this could be a family member, this could be a very special connection where you probably are not in communication anymore. You're not really on speaking terms, or you're not really um, very hopeful about the future, but still you are somewhere putting your life on hold because you feel that they need to be a part of your future. Because you are still holding on to this thought, you're not able to manifest the things that are actually supposed to come towards you in the future. Okay, because you are still somewhere lingering in this past energy, you're still holding on to that energy. You need to make space in your heart, in your life, for the new things to come. But because this old energy is still so strongly present in and around yourself, so it's like you are blocking your own path, you're blocking the way for new things and new people to come into your life. So you need to first of all let this energy go. Okay, it is time for you to declutter the past. It is time for you to manifest new things, because some of you are just not ready to let that particular person or the relationship go. And because of that, what's happening is somebody who is actually meant for you is not able to come into your life, and the person that you're waiting for is also not coming back because they may have already moved on. So essentially what is happening is you are stuck in a situation where you're neither able to reconcile with the past nor able to welcome the future. So unless and until you release the past, if this person from the past is meant to come back, they will come back if the timing and if the circumstances are right. But for them to come back, you need to at least release that energy first. So that is something that you need to release, the attachment, the energy, the energy of waiting, wishing, hoping. It's a very stuck, stagnant energy where you're just as you call, ruminating the past memories, the past things that have happened. They are in the past for a reason, right? We have the Tower, we have Hangman, and the Four of Wands. Spirit is asking you to pause. Okay, some sort of a major upheaval that has happened in your life, it has happened so that you get a little bit of time to pause and reflect on what has gone wrong, why it has gone wrong, and how you can correct it. If you are not able to correct it, what can you do to change the situation? So what is your plan B? So basically spirit is saying that before you actually jump into something new, whether it's a new relationship, whether it's I just had a vision of a property. Maybe you missed out on an opportunity to buy a property, a house, or something for yourself in the past, and it actually happened because you needed to pause and reflect and really reconsider that decision. So instead of jumping right away into something new because you want to make it happen, Spirit is saying that you need to understand why it happened. You need to understand what could have gone wrong or what you could have done differently. And this time, when you are actually planning to do something different, what is it that you need to avoid that you did in the past? Learn from your mistakes. Don't keep doing the same thing again and again and expect different results. So, reflect on the mistakes that have happened, reflect on the things that could have been done differently. If you feel that there are a few things that you should have done that time and you didn't do it, just take a little bit of time. Think what you can actually do this time. If you keep doing the same thing again, you're going to have the same outcome again. And this particular upheaval or this failure, this setback, actually came into your life to teach you that, to teach you to weigh the pros and cons before actually jumping into the next project, jumping into the next business, the next relationship, the next big plan. You need to constantly learn from the past, from your mistakes, and you need to correct every time you want to level up. Let's take one more message. Beautiful. We have the Three of Cups, we have the Ten of Cups, lovely, and we have the Hangman. Stay there. Stay. The Hangman was there in the previous card pull as well. Universe is asking you to slow down. There are a few good things that have already come your way, or they could be around you, and you're just not staying with that thought. You're not staying with that feeling or the things that you have accomplished. It was like a wish come true, it was like a dream come true. So you may have got into a relationship, or you may have got married, or you may have got your dream job. Everything is very, very happy, satisfied, fulfilled, and you're getting impatient, like, what next? Okay, fine, I was in a relationship, I got married, great, what next? What is going to be my next goal? When am I going to start a family, or when am I going to start my business? Or if you have purchased a car, enjoy whatever you have accomplished, instead of focusing on, oh, but this is a small car, now that I have bought this, I need to upgrade, I need to buy a fancier car, I need to buy a bigger car. When is that going to happen? Spirit is saying you first of all need to enjoy and be grateful for what you have achieved so far, what you have accomplished so far. There was a person, I'm specifically getting this message, and this is for somebody very, very specific. It may or may not resonate with a lot of people, but there was a person who you were manifesting. Okay, you wanted this person as a part of your life, you wanted them to be your partner, you really went out of your way to really woo them and have that courtship period, and impress each other and do things for each other. Or you could have done that for this person, and once this person actually fell in love with you, got into a relationship with you, somehow the thrill of that chase was lost, and you felt like, okay, fine, that's it, what next? And then you got busy with your life. Probably somewhere along the way you stopped doing those little things that you were doing for your partner. You stopped going out of your way to do things that made them feel special. You stopped pampering them, you stopped spending time with them, you stopped fussing over them and obsessing over them. Yeah, and in that process somewhere the spark was lost. So Spirit is saying that when you achieve something, when you finally get what you have dreamt of, what you have worked for, stay there and enjoy that process. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Enjoy whatever is being given to you. Feel grateful for that. Showing gratitude is the biggest thing that you need to focus on right now. There are so many good things, friends, family, loved ones, there could be a lot of things that make you happy. Start a gratitude journal instead of focusing on the things that you don't have in your life. My attention was just being drawn to this cup of hot chocolate that I'm having, and it's really cold where I am right now, and I was craving for a cup of hot chocolate, and I was like, oh, I just need to have a hot chocolate right now. And when I started doing this live reading, for some reason, I forgot about this. So, something that I had actually been craving for and manifesting since a long time, when I actually had it, when I actually have it in front of me, now I'm busy doing this reading and I'm actually not focusing too much on that, which was actually making me very happy few minutes ago. So, you get what I'm saying about the relationship. It's the same thing, Don't ignore it. Don't ignore that coffee. Don't ignore that hot chocolate before, you know, i- and then don't complain that it got cold. Don't wonder why the coffee got cold because you left it out and ignored it for too long, right? So that is a message, and that is something that you need to really reflect on before this year ends. And when you start your next year, you need to really make these changes. You need to reflect on these messages that spirit is giving today. And with that, I think I'm going to wrap up this reading, because I need to now enjoy my cup of hot chocolate before it gets any colder. And I will see you again soon. So do think about all these points. Do think about these messages that Spirit has given to you right now. And let me know if this resonated. Give it a thumbs up. Share if you would like to with your friends and family. Subscribe to the channel. Click the bell icon so that you're notified every time I post a new reading or I do a live session. And I will see you again soon. Till then, love and light to all. Bye bye for now.